super old school. For no-gi. For gi, I like to see if I can grab it and do stuff. But for no-gi, I go back a lot of times to just, the first guard pass I ever learned with a couple modifications, right? So one, I want the hand and the bicep, right? I'm going to step over the other foot. Before I even begin, what I want to do is kind of snug it nice and tight in, right? So it's like I want to be, if his butt is a little bit in the air and kind of resting on the tops of my thighs, it's better for me, right? I'll have a better ability to kind of isolate his hips versus if he's down lower and there's more space, I'm going to have less of an ability, right? So it's also kind of getting nice and snug. Hands on the bicep. Now what I'm not going to do, that I know I've seen kind of shown in the past, is I'm not going to align my knee with his tailbone. I used to do that myself, and I think John Burke fixed me. So I'm here, right? I'm going to step up with this foot. Step up with this foot, my hand is going to come in and go to the mat. I always look up, it helps me maintain my posture. Right? From here, I'm going to bring my knee back to the mat. You can also try and walk it through here. I don't have much success with that. So I'll be here, I'll bring my knee right back to the mat. Once my knee is back to the mat, now my whole body is just going to come backwards. I'm going to bend my back like a cat that's arching its back. Right? The opposite of arch. I'll come through here. The second it's broken, this arm comes immediately back, right? I don't leave it here. So a lot of times guys are going to go and continue to finish here. I'm not as comfortable with that because I'm leaving my arm in a place that I don't like. So the second I feel that guard break, I bring my elbow back. Bring it right back to my own midline. Once it's back, that's where I'm going to grab and adjust. So now from here I'm going to rock in a little bit, right with my weight. As I sit back, I'm going to pull him back towards me. Right here. From here, I'm going to start to set up my pass. And depending on what he does, I have a few different options. Alright? So I don't necessarily want to reach here right away. Right? Because guys are starting to get really good at them putting the hand on my elbow as I drive and pushing me away and gaining the guard. So as I'm here, I have everything nice and snug. I kind of put my hand almost on his chest. My other hand is going to grab his leg, right? So we're here. So now if he wants to push on my elbow, it doesn't really do anything, right? So I come up, and when I go all the way with my elbow across his body. So it makes it a little bit more difficult for him to time it and push me across. The other thing you always want to remember when you're here is you have two options, right? You can come around the leg, or you're going to go over this leg. So you have like the knee slide through, or you come around. It's very difficult for him to defend both. So say I bring my knee in, he puts his hands on my knee to prevent my knee from coming across. Now, I come over because this hand has been neutralized because he's pushing on my knee. Also, if I'm here, I start to go over a little bit, and he puts a hand on my head, starts defending, right? That's when I'll come back and come over. Right? So we have these different options. So again, just start it up. Here, nice and snug. And the bicep, step up. Into the mat. Knee goes to the mat. Arch my back. Slide my arm in. Boom. Adjust. Alright, rock in. Boom, back. Alright. Start to stack. I normally start to stack first. My hand will go to his chest. I start to stack. Alright? Puts his hand on my hip. I'm going to do a knee ride. Alright? Knee slide across. What you can also do as well, I can take this hand and hold this. So pull my arm through. Pull through. Pull my arm. Very difficult for him to do that. Remove this hand. I don't want the elbow in, but if I hold the webbing of my hand here, it's difficult for him to control. I can always still now go through the knee. He blocks the knee, both hands, and come around. So once we do that first setup, again, you get two options: come around the leg, or do the knee slide through. Can't block both at the same time. Let's play a little bit.